What I like about Mr. Frazier is that he always has a positive attitude and he always wants to form a relationship with his students.
Miss Billingsley is very devoted to anything she does and is very genuine with her faith. She's a good role model and very giving of her time.
Coach Rankin, he's a really great guy, a lot of fun to be around, and he always brings a lot of energy to wherever he's at.
One of my favorite things about Coach Scher is that not only is he a great coach, but he is also a great teacher. He makes classes fun and entertaining, and he puts a lot of effort into each and every lesson, and during each soccer season, he pushes us to our limits so we can be our best.
I want to say something about Coach Edwards. He's a real good guy to talk to. He was a good basketball coach, and his Bible classes were very interactive, and he really got connected with the students.
One thing that I really appreciate about Coach Knox is how involved she is here at Goodpasture, from being my basketball coach my freshman year to being the devotio leader and giving us that spiritual platform to spread the word. I also appreciate her being the guidance counselor this year and helping us all seniors to find the direction they need in this really confusing time and kind of shedding some light on our future.
The thing I like most about Coach J is that he helps us be the best we can be in all aspects of life. Spiritual, academics, on the football field. He's pushing us to be the best we can be no matter what in every situation.
The things I like about Miss Metcalf are she's kind, she's caring, she's compassionate, and she's very patient with all the students that come in as for whatever excuse while they're late. And she's just so sweet, and I'm very blessed to know her.
Miss Tolliver is so funny and caring, and I feel like I can just go talk to her whenever I need her, if I need anything. And that's why I admire her so much.
I really appreciate Miss Dickens. I'm really thankful for what she does, and it's very obvious that she cares about our education, and even more obvious that she cares about us and our personality.
Miss McConnell is one of my favorite teachers because she is just so sweet, kind, caring, and she treats all of her students equally, and she is just like a big sister to me, and we've just become really close. And she also loves Tim Riggins as much as I do, so.
I just want to say thank you to Miss Brem for being such an amazing teacher and helping our yearbook come together and being as amazing as it is. You're such a great friend. Not even like a teacher, because I can just talk to you about anything, and you're so helpful, and I just love talking to you and being in your class, so thank you.
The reason why I like Miss Jocelyn, she's a very hardworking teacher, but she also cares about all of her students, and I'm actually passing the class.
All right, so what I like about Mr. Parnell is that he's been here for a minute, and that he's good with the children around here. He loves helping the kids. Whatever they need help with, he's such a great guy.
Miss Mann is great because she's still super young and has that fun, enthusiastic side to her, but at the same time, she cares about all of us as students from a teacher's point of view.
Ms. Kayla Beth Winters is a very thoughtful teacher. She works hard every day to ensure that her students are getting the best learning possibility they can, and make sure they're working hard and that they're learning, that they're loved. She loves these students like it's her own. She loves me, she loves all of her students and her colleagues. She works hard. She's very thoughtful and encouraging, and she loves everyone. She's a loving person.
I'm so thankful for Miss King and all the advice she's given me about college and life in general, and I don't know what I would do without her.
Coach Ball reflects Jesus in every way. His strength, patience, and character are just an example for everyone in the school, and I love how he asks about everybody's day, and he drinks coffee with his wife in the morning, which, boys, take note, that is a great thing to do. I just think he's a model for everyone, and I respect him so much. I hope he has a great day.
One of my favorite things about Mr. Mark is that when you're in homework and you're in school, he's just always fun to be around and always goofy, but he's always serious at the same time.
Coach Carter is the best because he's not only an awesome teacher, but he cares about each one of us as individuals and as actually like real people. His class is super fun, and he definitely thought he wasn't going to see me in Disney World.
One of the things that I really appreciate about Coach Deering is that she's the most motivated and dedicated person that I know. And I think that people really look up to her because she sees potential in everybody, and she really pushes them to be the best version of themselves that they can be.
The first time I talked to Mr. Pickard, he made fun of me, but over the years we've developed a really good relationship of just like joking around in the hallways, and he's never ceased to make me feel welcome here at Goodpasture.
Okay, so last year I had the chance to be a library worker with Miss Young, and she's one of the sweetest ladies at the school, and she's willing to help you with anything that you need in the library. And she always makes a point to come say hi to me in the hallways and give me a hug. So.
What I like most about Coach Cotton is that he's a good person to be around, and he pushes you to do your very best, and he will help you with anything that you need.
One of the things that I'm grateful for with Coach Knox as a teacher is that even if you're struggling with a concept in class, he'll spend time with you to make sure that you really learn and understand it.
One of my favorite things about Coach Phillips is the spiritual impact he's had on me through softball and just in everyday life over the past 5 years. He really cares and loves his students, and he's willing to do anything to help anybody. And I just know he's someone, like, regardless of the topic or situation, I can go to him and talk about it, and he'll give me advice. And, like, I know, like, if it's a secret, like, it's safe with him, and he's just someone who's always there for anybody who needs him.
Going into freshman year, I think it was Miss Freeman's first year teaching French. And I remember the first thing that caught me by surprise was how much she seemed like she cared, just starting from day one. I remember being probably a little bit of trouble when I was a freshman, and she always stuck with me, always tried to help me, was always there for me. I just really remember her being a great teacher and a better friend. So, yeah.
The things that I like about Coach K are how he ties in his stories from the TBI and being U.S. Marshal into his chemistry lessons, and how he can tie in real-world things into his chemistry and tie in students' personal interests. And one of my personal interests is, of course, the shooting team. It's something that I've really worked for, and he has been so generous and devoted all his time to it and really helped us work with it and get it started.
My favorite teacher is Coach Sams, and I personally want to thank him for working behind the scenes on so many different things involving the spiritual life at Goodpasture, and every day he works to continually make Goodpasture better.
Coach Perky, he is a great man. He is the reason that I got through middle school, and he always makes my day by saying, "Hey, worm." So, love you, Coach Perky.
The things I like about Miss Sweet are she's helpful and she's really funny.
Mr. Lehman is very caring to all his students, and he's willing to give up his personal time for all of us.
One of the things that I like about Mrs. Ratcliffe is that she understands us as teenagers. She really gets what we're going through, and she'll tell us straight up because she's had her own personal experience that she goes through. And she does a lot of things for us that we don't know. She does a lot of things in the background, and we just don't recognize that it's her doing it. So I think we should appreciate her more.
Coach Winters was one of the people that made me feel welcomed when I came to Goodpasture. Anytime he talks to me, he's very kind but also very smart, so I'll listen to him. And most importantly, he's not just a great coach, but a better person.
I appreciate Mr. Winter a lot because he always goes the extra mile to help us in class, and he helped make the Lip Dub amazing this year, and he's just an extremely nice person to be around.
My favorite teacher is Coach Keist because he is fun, sweet, and an awesome coach. I love his classes and I have so much fun in them. I'm glad he got to be my PE coach. I hope I have him next year.
I love Miss Temple because she is a smart, kind, intelligent woman.
Miss Winters is just a great Christian influence and just a great role model all around. If I need anything, I know I can just go to her and she'll support me either way.
The things I like about Mr. Wooten are how chill of a guy he is, our love of dad jokes, and overall how kind he really is.
One of the things that I love about Miss Kuykendall is that she's so very easy to talk to. One of the reasons that I go to her classroom is to just hang out and chat about life, and we always end up having the most incredible conversations, and we talk about almost everything, and so that's one of the things I really love about her.
Some of the things I'm thankful for in Miss Nolan's class are she always keeps Jolly Ranchers at her desk and always hands them out, and they're always really good. Some of the things I'm thankful for are it's a super hard physics class, and half the time I have no idea what's going on, but she's always super patient, and she'll always answer my questions even though I have like 1,000 of them. And a lot of the times, like, I won't even understand the lesson, and we'll have to go back over like 2 or 3 class periods in a row, but she's totally fine with that, and she's super flexible. and I guess I'm just really glad that she's super kind and a great teacher.
I appreciate how Mr. Bixman doesn't just sit in his office all day, but in between class periods he'll come out and he'll have conversations with some of the students, and he just really cares about us and wants us to be better role models in life and to be better people and better Christians.
I appreciate Mr. Jenkins because even in AP biology, he incorporates God into our lessons and lectures and stuff, and I really like that.
Coach Simmons plays a major role in the team's life. He always focuses on the team. Teamwork, team relationships, he always has the team in mind, and you can really see God work through him and the way he holds himself.
Coach Son is a genuinely nice guy, and I love him being here, and he's one of the teachers that I feel like I'm closest to, and it's just very nice that I have him as a part of my life here at Goodpasture.
One of the things I really appreciate about Miss Keith is that she really got me to care about Spanish, and the way she did that, she got me to go on the Mexico trip, and I loved every second of it, so I really just appreciate how involved she is with the school.
I love with Miss Martin how she always works with you on your schedule and helps you out whenever you need to drop a class or move one or something. Because some classes only last a semester, some last 9 weeks. And just planning that for all 400 students is pretty hectic, but she does a good job. She's always in her office when I need her. She's just really great with all the scheduling stuff, and she's always nice to talk to.
Ms. Heinzman is a true example of being a servant of God in the hands and feet of Jesus. She's a very hardworking, patient, and kind woman that I truly look up to. We thank you for everything that you do for the school.
I love Coach Brandy Mack because she's always taking care of us. I look up to her so much, and she's the best.
I feel like Miss Thames is a very crucial part of the school because she has helped not only me, but hundreds of students find themselves through the art. I think she is a very, very good leader, and I'll be forever grateful for her.
One of the reasons I like Mr. Brown is because he's dedicated to this school. He works at the Tennessee Archives, but he also has a job teaching history here. And it just shows that, yes, he does care about history, but he does enjoy making a positive impact on the students here at Goodpasture.
Mr. Hayes, he's a character. I like a lot of things about him, but what stands out to me is his humor. He's the funniest man at Goodpasture, but it's very dry, and he can say the funniest things with a serious tone, and it's just the funniest thing. I love that about him. So yeah, and he's a great art teacher. That's my favorite subject is art. So yeah, that's why I like Mr. Hayes.
Coach Mack's a pretty cool guy. He's got a really hard job, I think, trying to like corral us and get us to follow the rules that we really don't want to follow, but he does a good job, and I think he's a pretty cool guy.
I really appreciate Coach Patton because he has a really good work ethic, and he always knows how to make me smile when I'm having a bad day.
What I like about Miss Boyd is she always pushes me to be the greatest I can, even when I don't want to.
Some of the things I like about Miss Castro is she's super funny, super kind-hearted, and she's just willing to go out of her way to just help all the students like learn the content she's teaching, no matter what she has to do.
Coach Cross is my favorite math teacher. I learned more in her class than I did in any other class. She made me a better student, and I appreciate her for that.
I really appreciate Miss Applegate because whenever I have a problem with my iPad, she's right there ready to help, and it never really seems to be a problem with her, so she's really nice like that.
One of the things that I like about Miss Bass is that she is very organized, she knows how to teach, and she knows how to get your attention. She is a very smart person, and she makes learning very easy. She's strong-willed, kind-hearted, and I can't wait for her to come back next year.
Miss Skelton. I could talk forever about her, but bottom line, she's a Hall of Fame teacher. She will go down in the record books. She's also the best sub of all time. You can always count on her. She's always there. Special shout out to you, Miss Skelton. You're the best.
Got it.